because his love doesn't exist. I'm off to the library, Mom.
Wait, Sian. I'm sorry, but I think you'll have to study at home today. Grandmother's coming over in a little bit.
Just like this? Dining with grandmother on any occasion other than the holidays was very rare in my past life. That very same distant, standoffish grandmother started coming over a lot more after Yunhai moved to Icon. In the past, if came home earlier than everyone expected, I'd often come home to find the Icon parents, grandmother, and Yunhai gleefully enjoying dinner together.
You go ahead, Grandma. You now, I'm already 19 years old.
You're still a baby to me, Yunhai. To me too.
I still remember the look on their startled faces as they found me standing, their glee leaving their eyes.
Sian.
My heart drops even thinking about it.
Help yourself, Mother.
I will. Here, Sian. I got the fish bones out for you. What are you doing all that for? She's all grown up. She might look it, but she's still a baby to me. Be practical. She'll be 20 in the blink of an eye. Back in my day, we got married at 18, had children, saw to all the housework. I had your husband here when I was Sian's age.
Oh, but times have changed, Mother. They're all like children before they get married.
No, Dad. I agree with grandmother, you're an adult when you're 20. So I think it would be okay to move out and live on my own when I turn 20. I've waited all meal for this topic to come up.
Move out, what are you talking about?
I've been telling Mom that I want to move out once I'm in college, but she won't budge on her opposition. What do you think, grandmother? Do you feel the same way?
Sian. You mean next year?
Yes, I'd like to if you all will allow it. It's not like I stop being your daughter if I move out. I've already made my case. I don't like it.
I also disagree. Why leave your perfectly spare a thought for your parents, who'll be worried sick for you?
As my parents made their argument of opposition, grandmother stayed silent. She must be dying to side with me, the pebble in her shoe her own accord, but she must be racking her brain for a clever and likely reason. I guess it's time to pull this card out. If you feel that way, another solution is to get married to gwihyeon'll and move out that way.
That cannot be. Marriage at 20, that's absurd.
I don't mean next year. But in 3 years' time, I'll be 22 years old and gwihyeon'll be 26. That's an old enough age, isn't it?
Who gets married at 22 nowadays? You have to be at least 26.
As expected, she couldn't help but react when I brought up getting married to Gwihyeon. You just said that you got married at 18. Surely, 20 is old enough.
I'm of a different time. You're not.
Why don't you want me to be married early, grandmother?
Well,
my marriage to Gwihyeon is set in stone anyway. Don't just oppose and please give it another thought. Whether it be marriage or moving out, I want to be able to choose. It's my life, after all.
sure, moving out early and dipping your toes into society as a young adult is not a bad idea. Son, let's Sian move out next year.
But Mother,
Find her a nice, small studio apartment near her college next year. She says it's her wish. Who's going to stop her?
sure, I suppose. It'll have to be in a nice, safe neighborhood with access to public transportation.
Honey,
She'll still be our daughter. She wants it so bad, so we should let her. But Sian, you have to get into the college you're aiming at, all right?
I will. Thanks, Dad.
You're still thinking of majoring in literature, right? You've always wanted to be a children's book author. Your great-grandfather would be so proud of you.
I'm still contemplating my major. Becoming a children's book author was my dream a long time ago. The only reason I decided on that goal, it was fitting for the great-granddaughter of the Midnight Sun legacy and for a picturesque, perfect housewife. But now that I know marriage to Gwihyeon is not mine to lose, I have no reason to entertain that dream anymore. Gwihyeon wants me to join him at Midnight Sun Foods Inc. after graduation.
Oh, that's a great idea. You'll be married to work together too. Shall I put in a word with Suwon Auntie?
Seeing Mom's face change so quick to joy reminds me of something Yunhai said. So it's true that Mom asked Suwon Auntie for Yunhai.
Don't do such thoughtless things. What would the Suwon household think of the Kim family, acting so classless?
This is the person who forced Icon Mother's hand to get Yunhai her position at Midnight Sun Foods Inc.
Is something funny?
Of course, it's funny. I agree with you, grandmother. Sure, we're just trying to honor the oath between our forefathers. But it'll look to outsiders like we're dying and clinging on to become in-laws with Midnight Sun Foods Inc. I won't ever go into Midnight Sun Foods Inc., even if it's just to keep the pride of the Midnight Sun legacy alive. You're right, it is a classless way to earn favor with Gwihyeon.
I mean, sure.
I wonder what strategy she'll use now to get Yunhai close to Gwihyeon. At least she won't be able to shove Yunhai into his office like she did before. But you do really wish for Gwihyeon and I to get married, right?
I told you, it is an age-old oath that our two families be tied together by marriage.
Then should I get engaged to him first?
Who gets engaged these days?
You're right. I'll just wait until I'm of marrying age like you said, grandmother. Grandmother's counting down the days until Yunhai fills her 24 years, but I'm counting the days until I become legal. The day I'll be able to make decisions without the consent of my parents. By the way, Mom, have you ever been to a temple, a cathedral, or a church?
I mean, of course, but why do you ask?
My friends told me that parents of third years would go to temples to pray and light lanterns for a successful exam. Youngkyung's mom goes to early morning prayers every day. This is my long shot at getting any bit of information out of grandmother.
Right. I've also been thinking of going somewhere as the date of your exam approaches. Oh, right. Mother, don't you go to a temple somewhere in Gyeonggi from time to time?
Mom thankfully asked the question for me.
What about the temple I go to? Well, you're so devoted to that temple. You never forget to pay the chief monk a visit each year.
The moment Mom mentioned the chief monk, I got strong feeling that he's the reason Yunhai and I got switched. But it was ultimately grandmother's doing, upon monk's instruction to have Yunhai raised under a mother roof. I thought it would be a long shot, but ultimately, the person who twisted my fate is that monk. I hear it's more effective the longer you've held on to the faith. I want to go there. I think I'll feel better if I do. I have to talk to that monk.
Sure, let's go. Anything to make you feel better. Let's go and light lanterns, light candles, and do whatever we can.
Thanks, Dad.
Don't mention it, sweetheart. Why don't you join us, Mother?
What a fuss.
Grandmother made her disgruntlement known at Dad's suggestion, but it seemed as if she secretly wanted to go. A week later, the whole family went to a big temple on the outskirts of Gyeonggi with grandmother.
Do you feel better now, Seon?
Yes. I lit a successful exam lantern and put it at a prime location. I feel loads better. It was an old temple with history and size, and as such, many visitors filled it. Thanks everyone.
Looking at how happy Cian is, it's all worth coming all the way here with the whole family. It seems like our business here is done. Shall we head back now?
Wait, when is grandmother going to visit with the chief monk? I've been keeping my eyes on her the whole time, but she hasn't seen him yet. I need to find out who he is.
Alright, off to Seoul we go.
Wait a minute, son. Drop me off here.
Where is this place, Mother?
No need for you to know. It's not too far from here, it won't take long.
You keep secrets from your son?
That's the temple. This monk Jongseon is the person I've been looking for. 165 to 24, Dambang RD, Namdong District, Singnam, Gyeonggi Province. Monk Jongseon. Grandmother didn't want to take me to her temple, and took us to a different one instead.
Let's see. It says it's about 20 minutes from here.
I need to write that address down before I forget.